I walked outside to go to work the next day, and there was this black puddle, this black oil spill underneath my car. And I'm like, no. This is what I was afraid was going to happen. So I just bought my first car. Buying a car is stressful. It's stressful, let me tell you, okay? I paid strictly cash for it. I bought used, paid about a 2008 Kia Rio. Before everybody's like, oh, Kia's trash, Kia's... It's working, it's doing good for me. And so I'm going to just stay prayed up and help God keep my car running for as long as I need to. I just want to talk about it. How I was able to not only buy a car, I bought a car with no credit score. I live with no credit. I live debt-free by choice. That's why I'm 29 and I'm just now buying my first car. I've been a licensed driver since I was 18. I've had, hand-me-down cars. My parents would give me their cars. I never had my own actual car where the car is in my name. The process was fast for me. It all took place within about a week. Like, I've already done my research. I also grew up in a family that only ever bought used cars. So I just know what to look for, right? So I did my research not just on what type of cars I should buy, especially buying used, but I also did my research on reputable dealers and mechanics and car shops in the area. I went to this local shop and I read the Google reviews, and since they were a new business, they didn't really have a lot of reviews. I think they had like 10 or like 15 reviews, but all the reviews were good. And I know that might not sound like a lot, especially since there weren't a lot of reviews, but there are some new businesses out here that get started and got 2 reviews and they already got 1 star. You feel me? The dealer had cars in my price range. I had saved my money from my 9-to-5 job, and I saved about $5,200. The car was $3,800, but switching the title, getting it registered, getting insurance, getting AAA for like roadside assistance, gas, and just other little things like that, it was about $38, $39, $40, it was about $4,500-$4,600 total, and I had about $500 left over. I called the guy, the dealership, asked them if they had any cars in my price range. They said they did. I went down, I test drove this car here. I liked it. It felt good. It was quiet. There were no oil spills underneath it. It rode nice. It rode clean. It's a 2008, but it's got air conditioning. Put down $100 deposit to lock in the car, so that way he wouldn't sell it to anybody else. So that was on a Tuesday. I couldn't go back until Monday because just timing and stuff like that, right? And so I went back on Monday and took the car a good bit of ways away from the dealer to my mechanic to have the car checked out. Now the mechanic is my cousin. Of course, it's an old car. It's 2008. There's gonna be some issues with it, right? But the issues that were with the car were things that are fixable and rather cheap. And for me, I was looking for things like a bad engine or oil leaks or a bad transmission or bad brakes or shit that could go wrong, like a bad battery or something like that, right? There are some things that I'm going to want to have to get done in the near future just to make sure I stay up and running on the road. But with the things that were wrong with the car, I didn't really see it as a big issue. You're supposed to keep up with these things anyway, so I just so I was like, yeah, I'm buying the car, because I needed a car. I've been catching a bus for far too long. Public transportation just ain't it no more, bro. Went back to the dealer, said, yeah, I'll take it. To the bank, I got the cashier's check, and a cashier's check works just like cash, so but in the form of a check. So the money was taken out of my account right away. And then once I paid them and we signed everything, they gave me my receipts. They gave me my documents saying that I bought the car. I bought the car as is. There was no warranty, and that's fine because I don't even care about a warranty anyway. So we went down to the notary together. Me and the guy, the dealer, one of his co-workers came with me. We went to the notary. I messed up and I didn't have my insurance, my car insurance wasn't going to be effective until the next day. So they weren't allowed to switch the title over from them to me until the following day. Luckily, the guys were cool and they let me take the car home. They let me take it home with the dealer plate on it. They put a lot of trust in me to bring it back to them. They signed their half of the title in front of the notary. And then I came back the following day to the notary to sign my half, do all the documentation, all the paperwork and stuff. And then I received my license plate. And then, honestly, the notary, the whole process from buying the car and taking it to the notary, it really didn't take that long. A lot of it was just travel time and waiting time and stuff like that. But a lot of it really, the whole process didn't take as long as I expected it to. It was crazy. I had a hiccup. I had a small little hiccup the very next day because I walked outside. I walked outside to go to work the next day. And there was this black puddle, this black oil spill underneath my car. And I'm like, no. This is what I was afraid was going to happen. But it was a false alarm. A coinky dink happened. My neighbor next door was actually just bought a new car for themselves, and they still had their old car, and they were parking their old car in front of my house. And their car was the car that was leaking. It wasn't mine. So, praise Jesus, thank the Lord. Because he knew I couldn't handle that, okay? Because I'm going to be honest. I got a lot of trauma built up. I have PTSD. I don't trust easily, okay? I really don't. And so this whole process was so terrifying. Because I'm putting a lot of trust in in people I don't know, I don't see on a day-to-day. And I had to, and not only them, I had to trust myself. If you've ever had PTSD, if you've ever had your trust broken, your boundaries crossed, you understand how hard it is to make to trust your own decision making. And so I have been, as a form of healing, I have been putting myself in situations like this: buying a car, starting a YouTube channel, making videos, trying to put myself out there more often with people and things and stuff like that. And it's building my confidence back. It's building the trust that I have inside myself back. It's building up something that I either forgot about that I had in me, or it's building a new me. And I'm here for it. So I'm learning and I'm realizing that the only constant in this life is Jesus. The only constant in life is God's word, and his promise. That's it. So whether I have a car, don't have a car, because I've been putting so much emphasis on having a car and feeling like it's going to help me progress in life, and it's better than catching the bus and blah, blah, all things are true. But I don't want to put too much of my confidence in this vehicle. I don't want to put too much of my confidence into this vehicle. I want to keep my confidence in the Lord and keep my confidence in myself. So I'm going to do that. And regardless of if I'm walking, catching the bus, driving down the street, we're moving forward regardless. I guess nothing is impossible if you just put your mind to it. So put your mind to whatever you want. If you're trying to get a car, do it the best way for you. Research. I did a lot of my car buying from home. Okay? I researched, I emailed, I called before I made any decision to show up anywhere. yeah, that was it. That was my Let's Get Personal for today. And yeah, keep being great, keep being awesome, keep overcoming, and I'm out. See you next time.